The universe has always felt like a story too vast to hold, a tale whispered in starlight that stretches beyond our grasp. But what if the story we've been telling ourselves about how it all began, about the Big Bang and the birth of everything, is only a single page in a book that never ends? Imagine lying awake at night, staring at the ceiling, wondering if the sky above you holds secrets older than time itself, secrets that could unravel everything you thought you knew. That's where we are now, standing on the edge of a discovery so profound it feels like the universe is speaking to us directly. And what it's saying is both thrilling and unsettling. The James Webb Space Telescope, a marvel of human ingenuity floating in the void, has turned its golden eye toward the heavens and seen something impossible. A distant galaxy, glowing faintly near the Big Dipper, has rewritten the rules of existence. This isn't just a light in the dark. It's a message from a time when the universe was barely born, and it's telling us we might have been wrong about everything. Picture that moment when the first images from Webb came through. Astronomers huddled around screens, their breath catching as they saw something that shouldn't be there. A galaxy, born just 500 million years after the Big Bang, already sprawling and massive, as big as our own Milky Way. It's like finding a towering city in a place where only scattered stones should lie. The universe, we thought, needed time to grow, to gather its scattered pieces into stars and galaxies. But this galaxy, this defiant beacon, was already a giant when the cosmos was still a toddler. It's as if time itself cheated, as if the universe found a way to leap forward in its own story. The astronomers called these strange giants universe breakers, a name that carries the weight of their awe and confusion. Each one is a challenge, a dare to rethink the very foundations of how we believe the cosmos came to be. And as they stared at these impossible lights, a question began to form. Quiet at first, but growing louder. What if the universe isn't what we thought it was? This discovery wasn't just a puzzle. It was a crack in the mirror of our understanding, a moment that made even the most seasoned scientists feel small. They'd spent lifetimes building models, equations that mapped the birth of stars and the stretching of space. But now those models were faltering. The universe, it seemed, had been keeping secrets. Among those grappling with this mystery is Sir Roger Penrose, a man whose mind has danced with the cosmos for decades. He's not just a scientist, he's a storyteller of the infinite, a Nobel laureate who dares to ask questions others shy away from. Penrose has long believed that the universe doesn't begin or end, but moves in endless cycles, like a heartbeat that never stops. He calls it a big bounce, a vision where the cosmos collapses and is reborn over and over, each cycle leaving faint echoes of the one before. And now, with Webb's revelations, his ideas feel less like dreams and more like glimpses of truth. What if this galaxy, this universe breaker, is more than just a strange light? What if it's a relic, a whisper from a universe that came before our own? The weight of that idea settles over you like a quiet night sky. Imagine it. A universe before ours, filled with its own stars, its own stories, its own endings, and somehow, against all odds, a piece of that lost world survived, carried across the boundary of creation to shine in our skies. It's the kind of thought that makes your heart race and your mind reel, a mix of wonder and fear that comes from standing at the edge of the unknown. Penrose believes he's found evidence of this cosmic handover, hidden in the faint glow of the cosmic microwave background. The afterglow of the Big Bang that still hums across the universe. He and his team have spotted strange circles in that ancient light, glowing disks they call Hawking points. These, he says, are the final size of black holes from a previous universe, their energy etched into our own skies like a signature. To think that we might be staring at the ghosts of another cosmos, right now, through telescopes and data, is enough to make you feel both insignificant and infinitely connected. As Webb's discoveries pile up, each one feels like a new chapter in a story we're only beginning to read. The telescope's gaze has uncovered more galaxies, each one too bright, too rich with stars for its age. They shouldn't exist, not so soon after the universe's birth, and yet there they are, defiant and radiant. These findings don't just challenge our ideas about how galaxies form, they shake the very idea of how the universe expands, how it grows. Scientists have long measured the universe's stretching, a number they call the Hubble constant. But Webb's data has deepened a mystery that's been simmering for years. The numbers don't add up. Theory says one thing, reality says another, and the gap between them feels like a doorway to something bigger. Some researchers, their imaginations ignited, are starting to wonder if our universe is colliding with others, merging and stretching in ways we can't yet fully grasp. The idea of a multiverse, once a whisper in science fiction, is beginning to feel like a possibility we can't ignore. This is where we stand, at a crossroads of wonder and uncertainty, with the universe itself as our guide. The James Webb Space Telescope hasn't just shown us new stars, it's shown us how little we truly know. Each galaxy, each glimmer of light, is a reminder that the cosmos is alive with mysteries, and we're only just learning how to listen. As we dive deeper into this story, we'll explore the strange galaxies that defy time, the ancient light that carries secrets from the dawn of existence, and the bold ideas of a man who believes the universe is eternal. The journey ahead is one of awe, of questions that stretch beyond the stars, and of a truth that might change how we see ourselves in the vastness of it all. There's a moment when you look up at the night sky and feel the weight of its silence, as if the stars are holding their breath, waiting for you to understand something profound. That's what it feels like to stand in the shadow of the James Webb Space Telescope's latest discoveries, each one a whisper from a universe that refuses to fit into the stories we've told ourselves. These aren't just distant lights or strange galaxies. They're challenges, invitations to let go of what we thought we knew and step into a cosmos that's wilder, older, and more mysterious than we ever dreamed. As Webb peers deeper into the past, it's pulling back the curtain on a time when the universe was still cloaked in darkness, a time before the first stars dared to shine. And what it's finding is rewriting the very idea of how the cosmos woke up, leaving us to wonder if we've misunderstood the dawn of everything. Imagine the universe in its infancy, a vast sea of shadows where no light could escape. It was a place of dense fog, a cosmic haze that swallowed every spark. Scientists have long believed that the first stars, blazing into existence, began to burn away this fog, carving out tiny pockets of light in an endless night. They called this transformation the era of reionization, a slow and delicate process that unfolded over hundreds of millions of years. It was a story of patience, of small steps toward a brighter cosmos. But then Webb turned its gaze to a galaxy called Jade's GSZ-11, a faint glow from just 330 million years after the Big Bang, and everything changed. This wasn't just a galaxy, it was a rebellion against time itself. Its light, fierce and unrelenting, was flooding the darkness with ultraviolet radiance, far more than anyone thought possible for such an early moment. It was as if the universe had skipped entire chapters of its own history, racing toward brilliance long before it should have. The astronomers who studied this light felt their hearts skip a beat. They found something impossible, a signature in the galaxy's glow, a kind of ultraviolet fingerprint called Lyman alpha radiation. This was no ordinary light. It was proof that the fog of the early universe had already begun to clear, letting this galaxy's radiance travel across billions of years to reach us. But that shouldn't have happened. The universe was supposed to be too thick, too shrouded, to let such light escape so soon. The lead researcher, a man named Joris Wittstock, couldn't hide his shock. He described staring at the data, his mind racing as he realized this galaxy was shining through a cosmos that, by all accounts, should have been opaque. His colleague, Kevin Heinlein, echoed the disbelief, marveling at how this single point of light was rewriting the rules. They calculated that Jade's GSZ-11 had carved out a bubble of clear space around itself, stretching over 500,000 light-years, a feat that should have taken far longer. It was as if the universe was in a hurry, eager to reveal itself. This discovery wasn't just a surprise, it was a wound to everything we thought we understood. It forced us to ask painful questions. Did the universe's great awakening happen sooner than we imagined? Or did it happen faster, driven by forces we can't yet name? The galaxy's light hinted at possibilities that felt both thrilling and unsettling. Perhaps it wasn't just massive galaxies that lit up the cosmos. Maybe smaller, humbler ones played a role we never gave them credit for, their collective glow transforming the universe in ways we're only now beginning to see. Or maybe something else was at work, something extraordinary. Could this galaxy's intense light have been fueled by a rare breed of stars, hotter and brighter than any we know? Or was there a black hole at its heart, churning with such power that it reshaped the cosmos around it? The answer, whatever it is, feels like a secret the universe is still guarding, daring us to keep searching. As these questions swirled, another idea began to take shape, one that felt like stepping into a dream. What if this galaxy, this impossible beacon, was more than just a product of our universe's youth? What if it was a clue to something even grander, a hint that the cosmos has lived before, cycling through lives and deaths in a rhythm we're only beginning to hear? Sir Roger Penrose's voice echoes here, his vision of a universe that never truly begins or ends. He imagines the Big Bang not as a singular moment, but as a bridge, a handoff from one cosmic era to another. The light of Jade's GSZ-11, burning through the fog, feels like it could belong to his story, a story where the universe carries memories of its past lives. To think that this galaxy might be touched by a previous cosmos is to feel the boundaries of reality blur, to sense that we're part of something eternal, something that stretches beyond the edges of imagination. The deeper Webb looks, the more it challenges us to let go of certainty and embrace the unknown. Each new galaxy, each unexpected glow, is a reminder that the universe is not a puzzle to be solved, but a mystery to be lived. The astronomers who pore over this data aren't just chasing facts, they're chasing a feeling, that electric moment when the cosmos reveals a glimpse of its true self. And with every discovery, we're drawn closer to a truth that feels both humbling and exhilarating. The universe is bigger than our stories, wilder than our dreams. As we prepare to journey further to explore the final pieces of this cosmic enigma, we carry with us a sense of awe and a question that lingers like starlight. If the universe has lived before, what does that mean for us, standing here in its latest chapter, gazing up at a sky that might hold the echoes of forever? The universe has a way of humbling us, of reminding us that our truths are only as strong as the light we've seen. As the James Webb Space Telescope gazes deeper into the abyss, it's not just showing us stars or galaxies, it's showing us the limits of our own imagination. Each discovery feels like a conversation with the cosmos, a dialogue where we ask questions and the universe answers in riddles. The strange galaxies, the impossible lights, the whispers of a universe that might have lived before ours, they all point to a story that's bigger than we can hold, yet one we can't help but chase. Standing here at the edge of what we know, it's hard not to feel a mix of awe and longing, as if the sky is calling us to understand something vital, something that might change how we see ourselves forever. Sir Roger Penrose, with his quiet courage, has dared to listen to that call. His vision of a universe caught in an eternal dance, a cycle of death and rebirth, feels like poetry made real. He doesn't see the Big Bang as the start of everything, but as a moment of transition, a big bounce where one cosmos hands its light to the next. It's a thought that makes your chest tighten, the idea that the universe might never end, that it carries its past within it like a memory. Penrose believes he's found proof of this, hidden in the cosmic microwave background, that faint glow left over from the universe's earliest days. He and his team have spotted strange circles in this ancient light, glowing disks they call Hawking points. These, he says, are the echoes of black holes from a previous universe, their final bursts of energy carried forward into our own skies. To imagine that we might be looking at the scars of another cosmos, etched into the fabric of our reality, is to feel the weight of eternity pressing down on you. These Hawking points are more than just data. They're a story of survival. Penrose explains that at the end of a cosmic cycle, when all matter fades and even black holes dissolve, their energy doesn't vanish. It lingers, transformed into light that seeds the next universe. Those glowing disks, roughly the size of the full moon in our sky, are like messages written in the stars, proof that something came before us. Not everyone agrees with Penrose, of course. Some scientists see these circles as mere quirks, patterns born of chance rather than cosmic history. But Penrose remains undaunted, his eyes bright with the same fire that once made people scoff at the idea of black holes, until they became undeniable. He reminds us that the universe has always been bigger than our skepticism, that what seems impossible today might be tomorrow's truth. And as we stand beneath a sky that might hold these ancient whispers, it's hard not to wonder if he's right, if we're already living in the shadow of a cosmos that came before. The discoveries from Webb only deepen this sense of wonder, each one a thread in a tapestry we're only beginning to weave. The galaxy, Jade's GS-Z11, shining through a universe that should have been cloaked in fog, challenges us to rethink how the cosmos came alive. The universe breakers, those massive galaxies born too soon, push us to question the very rules of creation. Even the universe's expansion, that steady stretching we thought we understood, now seems to defy our calculations, hinting at collisions with other realities, a multiverse where our cosmos is just one voice in a chorus. These aren't just scientific puzzles. They're invitations to feel the vastness of existence, to let ourselves be small in the face of something infinite. The astronomers who study these mysteries aren't just chasing answers. They're chasing the feeling of standing at the edge of the unknown, where every new glimpse of the universe feels like a gift. What does it mean to live in a universe that might be eternal, that might carry the echoes of countless lives before our own? It's a question that lingers like the afterglow of a dream, stirring both comfort and unease. If Penrose is right, if the cosmos is a cycle of destruction and renewal, then we're part of something unbroken, a story that stretches backward and forward beyond imagining. It makes our fleeting lives feel both fragile and profound, as if every moment we live is a note in a song that never ends. But it also asks us to let go of certainty, to embrace a universe that doesn't owe us answers. The James Webb Space Telescope, with its golden mirror and unyielding gaze, is teaching us that humility. It's showing us that the cosmos is not a book we can finish, but a mystery we live inside, one that grows deeper with every step we take. As we close this journey, the sky above feels different, less like a distant ceiling and more like a window to something boundless. The galaxies Webb has revealed, the circles Penrose has traced, the questions that burn in our hearts, they all remind us that we're part of a story still being written. The universe is alive with secrets, and we're only just learning how to listen. Maybe that's the true gift of these discoveries. Not answers, but the courage to keep asking, to keep looking up with wonder and hope. So tonight, when you step outside and gaze at the stars, Let yourself feel the weight of their light. It's the light of a universe that might be eternal, a universe that carries its past and its future in every glow. And as you stand there, a tiny speck in the vastness, know that you're part of its story, a story that's been unfolding forever and will unfold forevermore.